What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tyler. This is the Sandstorm, and today we're going to be doing the first official DIY install on the Bronco. If you guys haven't checked it out, check the link below. That's the video of me taking the Bronco on its first ever maiden voyage to the trails. 37s are definitely a cheat code when it comes to trailing. So if you have a vehicle capable of 37s where you can comfortably drive with them, 37s are the way to go. But anyways, before I tell you what we're going to be installing, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and let's roll the intro. Alright, so today what we're going to be installing are some different, they're not running boards, they're rock sliders, but they are body mounted rock sliders. And where I got these from was Jake, Milo Hill Customs. He actually bought a Bronco, and then he saw my video where I was kind of climbing the shelf, and the running boards on my Bronco are the plastic ones, just because it's a slightly lower package. And he noticed that my running boards were hitting the shelves, potential for damage there. So he reached out, he took the rock sliders off of his Bronco he just bought, and he asked if I wanted them. I said yeah, I'll give them a shot. Better than what I have, at least until I'm ready to upgrade to some frame mounted rock sliders. So that's what we're going to be installing. These come factory on some of the higher packages of the Broncos. They're metal. These are plastic, so these will hold up a little bit better than these, and they actually sit up higher on the body, so they'll give me more clearance. But first, I wish I would have sprayed this off before doing this, but I've got some safety glasses to keep dirt out of my eyes. But first things first is to uninstall the ones that came with my Bronco, and then we'll figure out which side the new ones go on, and then we'll mount those up. So let's go ahead and get the tools, and let's get started. Alright, you guys have seen the installs that I've done on the Sandworm with the running boards. This should be pretty similar. First, we just got to find the right size socket, take these off, and then we'll put the new one on. Should be pretty straightforward. And then also, there's a lot of mosquitoes out here by my house, so I'm going to link this netting below that I have covering the garage door. It doesn't look the best when it's rolled up and you're moving cars in and out, because it sits on the outside of the garage. But when it's down, it's so nice because it allows you to still have that breeze, but it keeps the mosquitoes and everything out. So I'm gonna link that below. It's like 50 bucks. And yeah, let's go ahead and find the right size socket and get started. So it looks like the upper one is a 13. The upper one's a 13, the lower one is a 10 mil. So there's two lower ones on each bracket. Well, actually, no, I don't need to take those off because those are attached to the running boards. So there's two 10 millimeters on each of the three brackets on each side that's attached to the actual running board. And then there's two 13 mils on the upper portion of the bracket, and that's where it's mounted to the body. So we're gonna take those off, and then the running board should just come right down. So should be pretty straightforward, super easy. And if you don't have one, get you one of these. Makes it way easier. Just be careful when you're tightening these down. Loosening bolts, not so bad, but make sure you check the torque specs on whatever you buy, because on the Sandworm I snapped a couple bolts putting those running boards on. Alright, time to get started. Some of these are too tight for the electric ratchet, so I gotta hand do it. So, just a tip, if you have a Bronco with the plastic running boards, the two 13 millimeter bolts, there's one that's in a perfectly round hole. You'll have to take that one out, and then the top one, there's a hook. So just loosen it so that the running boards sit on there and it doesn't fall on you. And then once you have all three of those loosened, you can slide it back and drop it down. And I'll show you what I mean once I get to that point. So it shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully it doesn't fall on me, but we'll see. Okay, I have no idea how heavy these are, so we're about to find out together. But I've got the bolts loosened like I said, so I should be able to just slide it towards the front of the vehicle and it should drop down. Let me move some stuff out the way. Let me be prepared in case this is heavy. So it should just slide over like so and drop down just like that. And the plastic ones are not as heavy as the metal ones, just FYI. But let me show you. So this is the middle one, that's the rear one, and then that's the front one. So that's what I meant by you loosen the top one and it should just slide forward and drop down. So super easy install. And then if for some reason you just need to take this off, there are two 10mm bolts on each of the 3 brackets, and then this comes off. So super easy. Just got to take the other side off, but while we're over here, might as well just go ahead and install the new one, see how it looks, and then we'll get the other side. But while we're looking at it, look at how much clearance that adds just taking those off. It makes it look so much taller than it is. Okay, so when it comes to the other version of the rock sliders, the metal version, you have these brackets which are kind of separate. So this is going to mount to where that hook was on the plastic ones. So instead of moving it up and sliding it over, you're going to have to actually bolt these on. And just judging by that, I would say bolting these on first would probably be easiest, and then bolting on the rock sliders to this would be better. And then you have 2 10mm bolts that will go through there, and then you'll screw the nuts on those. Should be pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and install these brackets. There's only 2 of them per side because the front bracket on the rock slider is actually one big piece that goes all the way up to the body, so it doesn't need this. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these 2 on, and then we'll move the actual slider onto the Bronco. And I'm trying to get this done in a timely fashion so that I can move all the vehicles into the garage before it storms, because it's thundering right now. So let's move that over, and then we're gonna need, just to keep things separate, I'm gonna keep all the hardware that I take off from these ones that came with my Bronco, keep those all together, and then just use the ones that Jake gave me that came off of his Bronco, just to keep everything together in case anything might be slightly different. I don't think the hardware is different. I think they both use the same amount of 13 mils and 10 mils, but just to be safe, I'm gonna go ahead and use what he gave me. So for this, we need, it looks like, just 1, and it's gonna go right there. So instead of 2, you have 1, it looks like. At least for now. We'll find out once I get these installed. And then remember, you got to take the other bolt all the way out. Alright, now we can put this one in. And I'm totally winging this stuff, so don't come at me. So we've got the brackets on. The easiest way to tell which rock slider goes on which side is the 2 back brackets are a little bit closer together than the middle one and the front one. So if the middle one and the back one are closer together, then find the ones that fit that side. So that would be this one right here. We'll take this, and then I'll just have to figure out how to put these screws into there's these little holes where the 10 mil is going to go into, and that's where that's gonna slide right in there like that. Boom. And then tighten everything down, put those other bolts in, and we should be good to go. And then tighten everything down, of course. So that's it. Super easy. You can do this by yourself. I'm gonna tighten this stuff down real quick. Make sure I don't drop anything on myself. And so there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10 mil bolts, 10 mil nuts on each side to tighten this down. And then I've got one more 13 mil I need to put on the front bracket and then tighten all those down. And then I believe you have a 13 mil that goes straight up into the rock slider that attaches to the brackets that I installed before putting this on. So technically I have to tighten down the two 13 mils I already installed, and then I have to put in 4 more total, and then the 6 10 mil nuts. So not too bad, easy install, and not hard to figure out if you find a set of these on Marketplace or something. Not too hard to install without instructions. I'm actually gonna do some of the 10 mil bolts first, just so this does not fall on me, because I would hate to break my ribs again for the 3rd time, 4th time. All right, so we got the driver's side done. That's what it looks like now. And I'll re-show you the passenger. And then that's the passenger side. So definitely a lot more clearance with the factory rock sliders than the factory steps. The only downside that I see happening from swapping those out with these is the running boards. They act like a mud flap, so as you can see, they stick out in line with the fenders to keep any rocks or debris from spinning off that front tire or even the back tire in reverse. Whereas now with the rock sliders, I don't have that protection anymore when it comes to the paint, but we can always install mud flaps later if it becomes a problem. We'll see, but this looks way better. It makes it look a little bit more beefy, just because you can see the tires sticking out now without the running boards. All right guys, that's it for the install. Super easy install. If anybody wants these running boards off of my Bronco, I'll have these cleaned up obviously, but just let me know if you're local. I'm not gonna ship them. They're gonna cost more to ship than they would cost to just buy some locally off Facebook Marketplace. But if you're local to Oklahoma, let me know. You can have them. They're not bad. Like, they definitely work as mud flaps. They're just sit a little bit lower than the factory rock sliders do. So I found that out on the last trail video of the Bronco. If you want to check that out, it's linked below. But anyways, first DIY install on the Bronco is done. Next, we have a DV8 roof rack, so keep an eye out for that video. But anyways, until next time, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys.